Actually, it's a funny story because I knew about SOE because I was working with the Danish board member. He was my mentor and chair of my PhD project. And he contacted me because there were some young British people searching for a local because they wanted to have their first YO party during the SO meeting in Copenhagen. And I said, okay, I can easily arrange a party. So I made a party and met the two British guys, Anthony and Andrew. And the day after I was asked to become a member of the committee. So I've been involved since that. I think it's going to be Brexit. It's the Britain has the best fellowships and the most extensive amount of fellowships in continental Europe. So it's going to hurt every one of us. Also because the traveling, the free movement for European citizens is really used by the young ophthalmologists. We travel, we work different places. Most of my committee members don't live in their country where they're from. So I think that's going to be a challenge. And secondly, we still face the surgical training. That's still an obstacle for many, and they still walk around, try desperately to find a way to get this training. But I think we managed to stop the big flow to India, and instead make people train more within Europe. One of them is the next European meeting of young ophthalmologists, which will take place in Brussels in 2020. And then we are starting out planning the World Ophthalmology Conference next year in South Africa. And it's very inspiring to meet the YOs from South Africa. They have totally different challenges than we have. But they are very keen on collaborating. Furthermore, the global YO phenomenon came originally from Denmark. Denmark has the oldest YO association in the world, but it's the Americans who spread it out and made it commercialized in a big scale. And so it went to Europe for the SOE, it went to Asia Pacific, and now it has just exploded. The Pan-Americans have it, the South Americans, the Indians, the Philippines, the Australians, the Africans. And I think the next movement is going to join these forces globally because we have so many similarities. I would say it depends on the perspective. Personally, I have a session with my friend Simon Fung, which is about how you treat emergencies when you're the young resident in the middle of the night. It's called 2 a.m. in the morning. But then we made all the titles from songs. So it's, I can't really remember it, but we're going to play music. Simon has put everything up. It's going to be a bit fun because it's another perspective of turning things around. Rick Caesar is actually having a session Sunday morning. He's one of the big old oculoplastic surgeons, and I will really try to come and meet him just to say that I've met this person. so that's my two personal things, but there are going to be lots of really good sessions. I've looked over the program, and there's going to be quite a lot of generic sessions for all types of ophthalmologists, and I think that's worth spending time at.